Hey there, everyone. Happy Wednesday. King 5 Meteorologist Adam Claibon here with you as we get ready to head into another night. And last night we got that light display from the Aurora Borealis, and it was spectacular. Tonight there could be some of that around again, but it looks like we're not going to have as much of a big light show from that. A few of you might see it, but really just more of the same. We're going to have those clear skies around, some patchy fog in the morning, and those chillier temperatures with lows near the freezing point. So let's go over all of that yet again. Could be a chance of showers, though, by tomorrow. We'll talk about that here in a second. But really the big feature across this part of the country has been this ridge of high pressure, and where you see some of those oranges, even some of those yellows and some of those deeper oranges, that is where we have the current ridge of high pressure that's been diverting a lot of the active weather off towards the eastern side of the country, and they're going to be dealing with another big push of some really cold air down across parts of the central plains, down into parts of the deep south, and they could be looking at more wintry weather down across their parts while, well, we just keep seeing more and more of the same. I think things might start to change up by the middle part of next week, and that's when we could start to see maybe a chance of showers back in the forecast for us. But until that point, things look to be fairly dry, especially for many of us heading throughout the next 4 to 5 days. Now, the coast could see a few showers around. Looks like a dry forecast heading on into the day on Sunday as we have the Seahawks going up against the Rams during the NFC Championship game. Payne Field, clear skies here into the evening. Clear skies going to be hanging with us as we head on into the night, and we're expecting that our conditions will continue to stay pretty quiet as we head on here across this side of the country. Big picture, let's zoom on out. You can see things a bit more active across the eastern part of the nation, where more snow is across the Great Lakes. You can see rain for the time being across parts of the deep south, but for us, we're going to be keeping an eye out for a pretty weak feature that's going to move in again once we head on into the day for tomorrow. So how does that exactly play on out for us? Well, let's kind of show you here looking at Futurecast. So as we head on into tonight and into the day for tomorrow, you'll see we'll have a few of those clouds around, some of those patchy areas of fog trying to move on through. But here we go into tomorrow morning, 5 to 6 o'clock. Some lighter showers just off of the coast beginning to approach the states, and then they kind of stay out there. A lot of that activity continues to kind of dissipate as it moves closer and closer to the coast. But as we continue on into the mid part and the latter part of the day, you can see those showers start to dive their way farther to the south, and whatever frontal boundary there we're going to see, that's going to move on through, give us another push of some of that cooler air, so that will reinforce the chillier air during the overnight hours and keep things pretty dry as high pressure moves on through. Again, we'll start off with fog early into Friday morning and then start to clear out to mostly sunny skies as we head into the afternoon. And let's talk about what's happening big picture wise. You can see here, looking at this part of the country, we're not really seeing a whole lot of action at all, and we're going to keep things pretty quiet with that ridge of high pressure in place. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit for you. You can see what's happening across parts of the deep south. You see those areas of pinks and even those blues. Well, that is ice and snow down across those parts. And so if you have any plans on heading down into parts of Texas, Oklahoma, down across parts of the deep south, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and even Alabama and Tennessee, all going to get hit with this. And this will include some portions of Georgia and into South and North Carolinas, and all the way through parts of the Ohio River Valley and through parts of the mid-Atlantic states and into the Northeast. That system is going to be a big one, and then eventually bring in a really big dose of some pretty cold air for those areas over there. Some areas across the deep south could be seeing temperatures near, if not below, the 0-degree mark. I know, kind of hard to even imagine that. All right, for us over here, though, lows, they're going to be chilly, just not quite that cold, nowhere near, as a matter of fact. We'll see those overnight lows drop down into more of the 30s as we head on into the night. Could we see any 20s? I think there could be a few of them around, but you can see the wind direction coming in more so from the east and the northeast. That's helping to supply a few of us with some really chilly air, and those mid-20s will be possible across some of the valley areas down that way around the Chehalis Valley. Chehalis expected to drop down to 26 degrees. Highs tomorrow, well, they're going to try to climb. We'll be back around those lower to mid-40s for some of those afternoon numbers. Plenty of sunshine again, just a few more passing clouds in comparison to today and what we had earlier into the week. We'll see those highs around the low to mid-40s. And then looking at your 7-day forecast, here we go. Next few days for us, looking to continue to remain quiet. We'll have those highs in the low to mid-40s, lows in the low 30s and the upper 20s, and then we'll warm slightly as we head on into the start of next work week, but the higher rain chances don't really return for us until we head on into next Wednesday. Okay, everyone? So it looks like you'll have to keep out more of the sunglasses as opposed to having the rain gear nearby, although could be a few sprinkles out that way. towards the coast. Okay, everyone, have a fantastic and a wonderful Wednesday night. We'll talk to you soon.